So a dyslexic guy walks into a bra. So here's the nice little rewards from the Delvey Boy, the Varlamore Summer Sweep Up Combat Tweaks. I'm just going to jump straight to the drop table and break down what this means and what the prices are looking like, and our thing is going to crash, and just predictions. I like doing these after updates. I'm usually quite wrong on a lot of things. I predict the shadow would be 500 mil, and it stayed over a bill for ages. So I don't know. There's like things like that. But I think this is very interesting. They've released the drop rates. They're honestly like, I put the prediction in my Discord, link in the description, and I was pretty close. Honestly, I was pretty close on these. Like, it made sense. After a few days, you could see what was going on here. You can only get the cloth from 2, but you can't get the eye or the Avernix. You can get the eye and the cloth from 3, but you can't get the Avernix. And then 4, you can get all 3, and each wave it gets slightly more or less rare. And at 9, it's all just like a flat rate at that point. So I think, yeah, they've done a good job with the drop table. There's no weird stuff going on. There's no Oathplate shards that tank the value. There's no contracts that tank the value. There's no gold ring from DT2 bosses that are like, they were invisible and now they're visible and all this stuff. Let's jump right into the actual table. There's some numbers here. So looking at the actual, I copied the table over. Your overall unique chance per wave, 450, 270, 255, 240, 210, 180, and then the cumulative. So if you go to wave 9, every time you do that, see, that is like you go to wave 9 and then you leave no matter what. 1 in 39 chance of getting an item. If you go to wave 8 and you complete it and then leave, that's 1 in 50. Go to wave 7, 1 in 65. Go to wave 6, 1 in 89. Like 89 to 39, double the chance. If you can push from 6 to 9, it's quite big. So if you can do 4, please push for 5. 137 down from 276 on the uniques. Huge upgrade on that. But also, if you complete 6, you've got a 1 in 1,000 on the pet, which, like, that's not that bad. The actual cumulative pet chance here is 1 in 120. Do not convert that to a table. I'm good. Okay, so what I've done is I've put the prices of the items as of now. The Vernix, as I record this, are 420. Nice. The eye is 110, and the gauntlets are 150. I'm just putting them at, like, a nice round number here. 140, 100, and 400. I'm now assigning these values out, so the odds of getting a cloth are 1 in 2,500. So you take the value of it and then you divide it by 2,500. The gauntlets, just by the way, the gauntlets, this is taking the price of the Tormented Bracelet off. So it's actually, it's accurate. So they're actually 160 right now, and I've taken the 20 mil off. But yeah, the cloth, so this is how you get that number. So if you complete Delve 2, you're expected to make 56k per run on average from the cloth drop. So that's what I've done here. I've done it for every level on what you're getting from each of them. So if you complete up to wave 9 and you complete wave 9, then you've got 1.261 mil from each time you complete that, just from cloth drops. The eye is cheaper, so you get less money from that, and then the treads is where you get the bulk of the cash from. Every single time you complete wave 9 or deeper, your expected money earned is 1.18 mil, which is absurd. Those waves take 2 minutes to complete. People are completing 50 delves. People are completing 40 delves. Now, there were some changes today, and we're going to get into those afterwards. Click ahead on the timestamp if you're more interested in that. But yeah, there's a lot of money. So the total cumulative value from going to wave 9, that should say, completing wave 9, from completing wave 9, 5.3 mil. So kind of cray. Now, if we wanted, we could see what would it be from wave 8, 4.1 mil. If you complete wave 8 and then leave. So that extra wave 9 adds a mil and a bit. Very worth trying to do that. If you just complete wave 7, 3 mil. You just complete wave 6, 2.2, just 5, 1.4, 650, etc. Goes down. So how many times per hour can you complete a wave 9? It is taking, I have an 8-minute PB before the ZCB nerf. So if you are rushing, if you're rushing wave 8 and then leaving, let's say you're rushing wave 9 and then leaving, you're probably completing 5 per hour. Let's play it safe and call it 4.5. So let's take this number and multiply that times 4.5. And let's format it the same way. 24 mil an hour. If you're able to just walk in, complete wave 9, leave, bank, get back, do it again, 4.5 times per hour. That's a lot of shmoney. So completing wave 9, 4.5x per hour. Wait, hold on. Completing up to wave 9, 4.5x per hour. There you go. That's more like it right there. Okay, we'll put that color on there too. That's the most money in the game that you can currently have. If you actually go to the wiki and you search money makers, and we'll look at that. What do we got here? Hourly profit table. Theater of Blood is currently the top with 13 mil, and then Nex is 10.9. So my expectation, this is more difficult than Tob. I expect this to stay around 15 mil per hour. There's a very big wrinkle in all of this. This is if you're just going to wave 9 and leaving. So, and it's on an estimate. Maybe you're doing 3 an hour and you die every so often. It's still 15.9 mil per hour. It's still the best moneymaker in the game, even if you're doing 3 wave 9s per hour. I'm able to do wave 9. If you are like the majority of the community and you can only go to 7 and then you cash out, 3.16 mil, you're probably able to do that 5 times per hour. Let's just say that. So 3.165 equals 3.165, and then times that by 5 times per hour. It's still 15 mil per hour. So bottom line on this is these prices are going to come down for sure. Now, is it going to be like TOA, where the shadow kept all of its value, which is the Avernix? Like the best item keeps all of the value, and the other two crash down to oblivion. Like, are these going to be? Is the eye going to be 30 mil? Slightly more than the what's it called? The Sang Staff, and then the Confliction Gauntlets go down to like 40 mil, and then the Avernix stay at 400. I don't think so. I think the eye is useful. It's going to be around 70 mil. The gauntlets are very useful. Let's call those 70 mil as well. But the actual Avernic treads here are so good, I still think they're going to 200 mil. The reason being is this is the hardest boss. Like, wave 8 is hard, and once you get it as an endgame PVMer, you think, oh, it's not that bad, and I can complete this pretty consistently. But I do think it's pretty hard to do. So there is a small community that is able to do it, but the people who are able to do 8 are able to do 9 to 20 to 30 to 40, and as new strats come out, people are just pushing deeper. People are just repeating 9. They log in, they do 2 to 8 quickly. It takes them 8 minutes to do that, and then 9 onwards, they're just in the juice zone, cashing in, and the drop rates from that is 1 in 39. As we see here, 1 in 39 every time you complete a deep delve, and people are able to do 39 in a row. Now, not everyone, like that's a small amount of the community, but it's gonna get more. Remember, like TOA when it came out, people were thinking it's absurd that an Osmumpton's Fang kit is a level 500 raid, and now people just camp level 500 raids, TOAs, just indefinitely, and they get the 1 in 4 purple chance in a solo. That's kind of what I think is going to happen here. There's going to be the small community of just endgame PVMers that are just running these prices into the ground. And they're doing that because they're just going to get to wave 9. They're just going to go and make money, stay as long as they can until they get a drop and then leave. And then it's pretty quick to get back there. And on your way back, you can still get some items. So I would expect, this is the current prices. I would expect this goes down to 15 mil per hour, which means at worst, like, let's just take half of this off of each. So you're basically saying the Avernix will be 200, the Eye will be 50, and the Gauntlets will be 70. It's still pretty good. It's probably still pretty solid. Maybe the Avernix stay 300 and these go even lower. Let me know your comments in the compliment section below. I'm definitely curious. Now, second part of the video. Here's the changes that they've just gone through. Couple of new things. Looking forward to it. They said what's going on in here. They said all the drops and all the stuff, and they got some whatever's, you know, stuff like that. So going back up, let's see what the change log is. So the melee punish will now ignore attack delay if the player's using melee. I love this because you would T-bow it right as the melee punish comes up, like a tick after it comes up. So then now you're on tick 6 before you can hit it with melee, and sometimes you're a few ticks away. You're far away from the boss, so you have to get to it, which makes it 8 or 9 ticks. I've died on wave 8 from that so many times. So now if I can just insta hit it with melee, that's great. Sparkly glow to the burrow hole when a unique is present. Fantastic. I don't know why they don't do this with every update and they don't like do that right from the hop. That would have been fantastic. The triple grub spawns will be replaced with a single giant grub that has double the health. Explodes in a larger area, causes triple the punishment if it reaches the boss. The larger area explosion is interesting because you might not be able to run in and poke it with a sword anymore. You might actually be using a halberd for that if it's a melee one. Rockfalls no longer place a permanent rock on your position if you're hit by it while under the protection of the shield orb. That's great. I do like that. So nice little change. Center tile of the shield orb will clear acid. That's just helping people push farther delves. It's great. Now you could also like go in the, you know, the shield is a 3x3, so you could go in that one tile that's behind the center and follow it as it clears the acid, but it's going to be janky and weird. The current delve level now appears in Doom's health bar. That's nice. I always forget which delve I'm on. Unclaimed loot can be retrieved from a chest in the lobby, which is great. Hasn't happened to me because I don't claim loot, I just die. And then made the charged attack particles smaller to reduce the chance of misclicks. Yeah, the hitbox was very squiggly on Doom, and they've done that with the next one here to improve Doom's click box to prevent players accidentally clicking through the boss. Holy water correctly one-shots range larva. I don't know who's doing that, but that's cool. Now the holy water effect triggering upon killing the boss can be activated by the bonus damage dealt from the melee punish, not just a primary damage splat. So we're back to using the scythe. If you get a melee charge, you can smack it, and if that kills it, whether it's with the original hit or the like recoil hit, then it will shoot out some holy water. It will heal you if you're under 50 health, and it will clear all the poison in the area. Very cool mechanic. Love that they did that. The special attack energy, this is a nerf, big nerf. Special attack energy no longer regenerates between delve levels during loot collection or downtime between fights. This is, the ZCB has taken a hit here because people were just completing the wave, wait till they're 100% spec, and then go into the next one with a fresh ZCB. Now you can't do that. There's going to be some strats to basically just sit around and while the boss is alive and wait for your spec to regen, like keep it alive intentionally. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a huge nerf to the whole strat and meta of the delve boss, the Doomly boy. I mean, I was the one that was milking ZCB specs, so that hurts me for sure. Killing the Doom during the melee punish phase will heal up to 24 prayer points, 32 HP, and 25% spec, regardless of where you're standing. That's really nice. That's a buff. Getting that spec back could help with the ZCB next fight. Also clears acid in a 3x3 area centered around water projectiles landing on the ground after the boss has died. They're really leaning into this really cool mechanic where if you kill it with melee, when you KO it, then it'll clear all kinds of stuff and give you a bunch of bonuses. So I really like that. I'm actually going to try and do it now. There was no point on me trying to do this. I wasn't dying because I was out of supplies. I would die on wave 8 when I get triple rock and the melee punish phase all at the same time. And I just would get hit for 99 after it was like I choose one or the other. I either flick the rock properly or I get hit by a 99. So yeah, now like hopefully eventually I'll be able to start leveraging this and get good at the boss. Like it is a skill issue. It's just anticipating what's actually going on and being one step ahead. Okay. Reduce the chance of back-to-back rock throws. Thank goodness. Sometimes on wave 8 you get back-to-back rock throws and you're just flicking forever and trying to run and just like craziness, and the grubs would go in and you lose health and all that stuff. Grubs now try to spawn farther away from the boss, but still on the same side as the player. So that's good. It helps with some of those spec milking metas where you can just not let any grubs get to the boss until you have 100% spec. Melee grubs no longer spawn outside of the shield phase. Nice! So that actually, when they talk about the giant grub, replace the triple grub with a giant one. If they're not spawning any melee grubs, then you don't need a halberd. So never mind, ignore that. Add an extra tick before the charge beam fires to give players more breathing room to deal with multiple attacks. Yeah, 1 tick, is that enough? Maybe. It feels like I've had a bunch of times where I'm like 1 tick, and so maybe that does help quite a bit. Improve the visibility of Doom's melee projectile by using a deeper red color matching the one used for the Leviathan. That's not a fix for me. That'd be a fix for people who are maybe slightly colorblind. So, hey, whatever works. The Eye of a Yak now instantly kills magic grubs and ignores attack delay. So that's nice. You would want to use this for speed runs. Because 3 ticks... would that... I'm confusing myself now. Would that be better than using the Dark Demon Bane? Like, you hit it with the Dark Demon Bane, then you're back on the boss. No, I don't think it changes anything. So, I don't know, it's just a cool wand, I guess. I guess that's what we're coming back to. Can't put cannons anymore, that's funny. Elite clues being added. This is nice. Nice little bonus on the elite clues. They're very common. Like 1 in 50 for later delves. If you do a full delve, 1 in 50, and you divide that by 8, like, you're going to get an elite, like, every single run. But it's just a matter of, are you claiming it or not? Varlamore changes, we're not going to go into those. We're talking about delve only today. So, oh, but the PvP road has changed. That's huge. Huge for the account. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me know what you think about these prices. 25 mil an hour right now, if you're just going to 9 and leaving. Like, the people who are juicing and just getting to, like, wave 20 must be making over 50 mil an hour on average. That is so much money. So let me know what you think in the comments. And at the end of the day,